Hello, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. We are still continuing with episode 13, and in our episode 13, part A, we looked at the major causes of conflict, and in part B, 13B, we also looked at the conflict resolution styles. In this presentation, we are looking at marital or family conflict, essential steps in conflict resolution. This is episode 13C. Most welcome. In case you did not view the other two parts of episode 13, I have included them in this presentation. In the description of this presentation, you'll find a link that will direct you to those two sections or two parts. Welcome, part C, episode 13, in our family and marriage conflict, marital conflict. Essential steps in conflict resolution. Now, these simple steps, simple to follow and to apply, are adopted from Dubley Weeks, authored a book in 1994, and they are presented without any alteration in the order given. It is therefore my prayer and my petition that when you listen to each step, you'll be able to gain more on how to approach conflict in a healthy manner. Now, Dubley has presented 8 steps which are essential in conflict, and I start. Step number one is create an effective atmosphere. Create an effective atmosphere. Your personal preparation, timing, location, and initial opening statements. You need to avoid locking yourself into rigid demands of what the solution must be. Choose a time that does not give advantage to one. Choose a place that is non-threatening. Try as much as you can to create a partnership atmosphere. Very important when you want to resolve conflicts. Essential step number 2, clarify perceptions. Clarify perception. Now, under this, you need to ask yourself, is the conflict over one isolated event, or is it a consistent pattern of events? Is it over values or preferences, needs or desires, goals or methods? Now, identify the specific component of the relationship. Begin working on a component that stands a good chance of being resolved. Something you need to avoid when you are clarifying perception is avoid stereotyping of other parties. And also, you need to use good communication skills. And in this part of communication skills, in the next episode 14, we will be looking at communication element in marital or family. Number 3, focus on individual and shared needs. You need to focus on needs and not demands. Try to outline and prioritize specific needs. When conflict arises, there is always a lot of demands, but you need to focus on the needs. The demands will come later, as we are going to see. Number 4, build a shared positive power while avoiding negative power. You need to focus on attempts to gain advantage over the other. Emphasize power over rather than power with. Requires a loser or a substantive rather than a partner. Now, positive power seeks to promote the constructive capabilities of all parties involved in a conflict. So don't look for negative power. Number 5, look to the future and then learn from the past. Now, every relationship has a past, has a present, and has a future. Now, what you need to try to do is try to focus on the present future. Temptation will be to focus only on the past, because that is where injury, suspicion, or mistrust begin to occur. So when that happens, you need to focus. Look at the future. Focus on the future. Number 6, generate options. Essential step number 6, generate options. Look for more than packaged standard responses. Generating options can often break through preconceived limitations. Both of you need to generate options to resolving the particular conflict that is facing your marriage or facing your family. Number 7, develop specific action step. You need to develop a very specific action steps. Not satisfactory to merely identify a desired outcome. It should be satisfactory. Number 8, make mutual benefit agreements. You need to have a mutual agreement to benefit both of you, both parties involved in the conflict or marital conflict. Become a caretaker of the partner's welfare. Clarify specific responsibilities. And also, you need to understand and respect the needs of each other. Now, having said that, those are 8 essential steps. I just want to mention or point out in point form other essential points from my own research that I have done, and in any case you'll need in-depth explanation of these essential steps. I am going to write a book. I'm preparing a book about all these issues that I'm presenting. So other essential steps are like: ask your partner to discuss a difference, express your feelings, identify the real issue, stay in the here and now, and don't drag up the past. Use the I message rather than the you message. Very important. Another essential step is learn to listen. Both of you need to learn to listen. Something else, learn to own the problem. Learn to own the problem. Be sure that in any conflict, you also have a part in that conflict. So learn to own your part. Another thing is deal with facts, then feelings, and then needs. Deal with the facts, feelings, then needs. Something else, specify where you agree. In any conflict, there is always an agreeing ground. You need to specify it. Something else is negotiate the issue. You need to negotiate together the issue. And then close the discussion. If after discussion significant differences still remain, what should you do? You may agree to disagree or offer to give the other what they want as a free gift. In other words, you can choose to compromise. We looked at that when we were talking about the styles and where it is applicable. Something else, even when there are conflicts, never withhold physical intimacy from your spouse or try to use it to manipulate. Having said that, I want to welcome you into episode 14, where we look at communication in marriage or family. And in that episode, I want to believe we'll be able to gain just like from the other previous episode. God bless you. God bless your marriage. Keep safe until we meet again in our next episode. Goodbye.